Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will get the first possession of the game. The toughness epitomized from the coal mines of West Virginia, the steel mills in Pittsburgh, and you better have a sturdy jaw in the backyard brawl.
Any name in a rivalry game that's the backyard brawl, sign me up. Both these teams, man, that's what they're about. That's their identity. They'll be ready to throw down.
It's called backyard brawl for a reason. When West Virginia and Pitt play, there's fights on the field, there's fights up in the stands, there's fights in the parking lot after the game. These programs hate each other.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Dropping back, it's Green. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Last time these two got together, it was the Mountaineers winning a thriller.
Man, they've been eating pepperoni rolls for a year in West Virginia after that close win last year, David.
And West Virginia did such a...
Picked off! Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
So Pittsburgh's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys...
Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the pass is intercepted. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Moves around to clear up the vision. So many rivalries built on proximity, and Pitt and West Virginia have been squaring off in their backyard since 1895.
And it's just crazy to think about. A rivalry that goes that far back, so close to each other, it means so much for a year of bragging rights, Palmer.
Well, and the hate started in 1895, but every single year, every time these two teams play, you just see that on the field.
On the move, it's Donaldson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked.
And this offense continues to shoot itself in the foot. The first drive of the game, they throw a pick, and now they cough it up on the ground. They've got to do a better job with ball security, guys, or they have zero shot of winning this game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got a man, it's Reed. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Williams. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Panthers are marching down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And the misconnection on third down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the...
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Donaldson.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quarterback extends the play. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Mountaineers getting set on first and 10. Power football with the run. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, first down. Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Green. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's gone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing this second.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
With the catch, it's Reed. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Strong, firm tackle. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On target. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Got his man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The aerial assault continues. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
And I like the running back's fish. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 13 over Kent State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Green. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Donaldson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Donaldson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He wants to go deep. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it again. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
Nope.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. Brought down at the 37, but not before he ripped off 15. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
Think about those guys on the move, man. He's only flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained. And it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, the backyard brawl is must-see TV, and today is no different. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between West Virginia and Pittsburgh plays out.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hammond. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field, looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Pitt. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing.
Touchdown, Panthers. What a catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Hail to Pitt as the Panthers extend their lead in the brawl.
And Pitt has completely seized momentum. Everything seems to be going their way, so West Virginia needs something to go right for them to slow this down.
They got to start throwing back. It's the backyard brawl. They got to do something about this and muck it up, dirty it up, make a play here in this second half to try to get back in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man down the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Now they'll run the draw. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Quick release by the QB. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. With the catch, it's Reed. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
Hard running there. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Reed. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just... Fourth and 1.
Now, 4th down.
Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Oh, they knock it free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Green. And the quarterback goes down all the way back in his 4-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball in the air.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
And That's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football and getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. Able to get 1 down to the 15. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground. And their pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score Pittsburgh 38, West Virginia 9.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if it had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying the left side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.